Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler for these series of videos I do for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I just got through eating a pretty tasty dinner, so I'm hopeful for this next one. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today? Happens to be my Boom, my Bloody Wood with accompanying crud. From their 9-inch non-tour shirt. Yay! I really like this band. If you're unfamiliar with the band Bloody Wood, I would personally consider them to be an up-and-coming band. Certainly they have grown substantially since, I first became aware of them a few years ago. They perform a type of metal that has been referred to as Indian street metal, which basically, realistically comes down to being sort of like nu metal, so, with rap elements and then also like harsher elements, and then also kind of like Indian, instrumentation and classical stylings and stuff. It's very cool. Like, I'm a big fan of fusing genres, and I'm a big fan of nu metal, which is, one of the ultimate fusion genres. So tagging in the Indian influence to that is just super awesome. And I actually got this shirt. This was their very first American tour a few years ago. I was there. It was fantastic. I actually got videos of their performance. They're on the channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to kind of point you in the right direction, because they're a really great band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, like I said, I just got through eating a really nice dinner. I woke up, and I was like, I knew I wanted to go out and grab some groceries and do some stuff. So I was like, get myself some food. It's the weekend, live a little. And so I'm trying to work out where I wanted to go. It literally took me about an hour and a half because I kept like flip-flopping between places. But eventually I ended up at a place called, and it's not the thing, but it's Boom! It is a place called Gorditas Don Coco in Addison, Illinois. And I might have been here like once a few years ago. I don't know. It kind of seemed familiar, but I've eaten it so many places, But I was like, man, I could really go for some Mexican food. So I just got through reviewing their Gorditas dinner. And just go watch that review if you want my full take on it. But I wanted, I was like, So I got this too. What is this? These are a couple of tacos. These are their Cabeza tacos. Cabeza translates roughly to beef cheek or beef head. So it's, beef head meat. Okie doke. If they would have had, what was it? If they would have had barbacoa, I would have got barbacoa because that's like my go-to, but all right. We got some lime, we got some cilantro. The only thing I changed was no onions, because I'm not big on raw onions, Like, grilled onions have won me over. I'm team grilled onions, but yeah, just raw onions, no thank you. Oh, actually, okay, I got 3 apparently. Either they gave me another one or I'm just an idiot and I forgot. It's entirely possible either way. But let's get a thing for the thing here. It looks like, try not to let this whole thing. Yeah, looks like that. Looks like that. Let's try out some beef head tacos. All right. Oh, God damn, that's good. Oh, that's so good. The, first and foremost, tortillas, really nice. Like, really nice. They have a nice flavor. The Gordita ones also were really flavorful too, but slightly different way. But definitely good tortillas. I like that. But the beef head, the beef cheek, or whatever you want to call it, that is like melt in your mouth. The only thing I've had that's been similar to this, there was one place I went to, I can't think of it off the top of my head. but they did barbacoa, and that was like their specialty. That was like melt in your mouth good too. Like it's just, oh, that's really nice. Ah. It's almost buttery. Like just how tender that is. And it still has a nice beef flavor, you know? That's really good. Like, I'm fairly certain I've had Cabeza before at some point in time or another. Obviously, it's kind of one of the... It's a little bit more of like a premium meat. And, I mean, I'll say this. For it being what it is, yeah, I mean, that's, again, super tender and also really tasty. So I like that a lot. Cilantro is nice. I know some people don't dig cilantro, but I like cilantro. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to up the ante a little bit because, boom, we got salsa. So I got some of their red salsa. And try it out with the tacos. First, I'll do like a little dip of the finger. Ooh, that's good salsa. You always want a Mexican restaurant to have good salsa. Like, I think there has to be like a law somewhere, you know, like an international thing that, you know, if you don't have good salsa, you just don't know what you're doing. That's really nice. Really sharp. You can taste the ingredients. Like, it's got a nice hit of onion. And I like that. It's got very unique flavor to it. All right. I'm down with that. Let's put some on a taco. That's what we're here to do. Because I didn't go to college. That's not true. I went to community college for a little while. I didn't pay attention. And I fucked off the whole time, but, you know, I did waste some money there. Let's try it with the salsa now. Oh, yeah. Yeah. As good as they were... Oh, that's really good. As good as they were without the salsa, I think the salsa definitely brings it up a whole nother notch. Because you've still got the tenderness, you've still got the beefiness, but the way that their salsa works, like, there's a little kick to it, but it's not super spicy or anything like that. But, like, again, it brings, like, a freshness to it, and it brings some complexity to it. Because it's not just, like, a one-note salsa. Like I said, there's onion, you can taste, you know, the different elements to it. Still super tender, still super buttery. These are fantastic tacos. And like I said, I think they have a really nice salsa too. All right. Okay. We're having a good old time. All right, well, 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get these again? Would I recommend them? Yes and yes. I mean, honestly, you know, coming into this, I got the Gorditas dinner. I decided to review that first because, you know, it's their namesake. You know, they're Gorditas Don Coco. So I was like, all right, cool, you know. But I'll be honest with you. As much as I like the Gorditas, and I did, I thought it was a nice meal. Again, go watch that video. Tacos, I think I like a little bit more. Yeah. Maybe it's just the simplicity of it. Though I will say the tortillas or whatever they're, the holding things for the Gorditas, those were exceptional. So, yeah. Yeah, man, like, good on Gorditas Don Coco, man. They definitely know their shit. But yeah, man, like, that just... And the thing is, you know, I've had some of these, like, premium... kind of like off meats, I guess you would say, you know, that is sometimes used in like Mexican cuisine, like the head and lengua and stuff like that. And they're a mixed bag. Some of them I really like lengua is fantastic, that's tongue. Some of them, like brain, not so much. I have reviewed brain burrito, by the way. Go watch that video. But no, this is actually really good. And it's clear that, like, you know, they knew what they were doing when they put this together. And again, I think it says a lot that, you know, putting on the salsa, not only did it not, because, you know, you risk, when you add new flavors, you risk overlapping other flavors. Not only did it not do that, it perfectly accentuated everything that the tacos were already doing. So for me, that's a big win, man. Like, I like those a lot. That's some tasty stuff right there. And if I'm recommending it, I would absolutely recommend it. I think they're like, it's one of those things where we're still, we got inflation going on and stuff. Because I remember, back like maybe 10 years ago, you get a taco, maybe like $2 or something like that from most places. But these weren't too expensive or anything like that. But, it has gone up a little bit as years have gone by. But I would definitely recommend these. And this is one of those things where I get to kind of be like, hey, I know I'm super pale white guy, look at me. But I can go over there and be like, hey, if you happen to be, suburbanite like me, and, maybe you're not super familiar with, all the terminology and all this stuff, and maybe it seems a little bit intimidating, at the very least, I can tell you, hey, don't be worried about the Cabeza, because that's just super tasty. And that is, like, genuinely, like, some of the most tender and just, that's fantastic. So, I would have, between this and the Gorditas, I'd say that, and that's a small sample size, obviously, but I would definitely recommend this place. Like, I think they know what they're doing. Like, they've got a nice little spot, and, they've at least been around for a few years. I don't know exactly how long. They clearly know what they're doing. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, spend this rest of your year, folks. Go over there and soldier. Truly, I'm going to finish eating my tacos as soon as I'm done with this. Fantastic rest of your life. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, have you gone over there and tried any, lesser known meats? Again, things like tongue or brain or things like that. I'd be interested to hear what your personal experiences with them are. I know like I said, for me personally, very hit or miss. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them, I cannot get along. I don't know, maybe if it was prepared in a certain way, but brain was just weird. It was just weird. Texture-wise, I was like, but let me know. Anyway,